So I'm inside the Bike and Brew, my first visit here. These guys are awesome. You know, they have lots of bikes here. Of course, a lot of them are very expensive, like 3 grand, 2 grand. So I got a one that's on sale because that company is going out of business. So I'm getting, well, here we have a coffee shop. That's why it's called Bike and Brew. Some clothes. Oh, that's another fixed bike. 20% off. Yeah, I'm buying something like that, except my tires are gonna be wider because I said I don't want skinny tires. And these e-bikes, yeah, it's like a bike paradise. If you're into bikes, oh, I like this. This is good. You know, like old school flat bars. That's what I'm getting. I'll show you a bike in a bit later, but I'm glad that it's all assembled because it was hard to find parking. Actually, now there's an open spot, but I parked like 2 blocks away, and I thought if they give me a carton, you know, crate, it would be heavy. But this bike is super light. It's like high quality, 2 grand. And these are the pedals you can get. I decided to go with these ones, orange, because the bike is kind of like yellow. And then there's all these different bars you can get, and the saddles. So I feel like you can actually buy like a frame and then build yourself, you know, like a performance bike. These are all locks. See, yeah. So they have these ones, this style and this style, pretty much. Or you can get some luggage racks. Yeah, I told the guy I like this one, but actually the bike that I'm getting already has pretty good, very comfortable, you know, flat bar, like pretty wide. I see you can get all these accessories here. Yeah, man, this never been here. I just found them on Google. Super cool store. You know, it's not very big, but lots of bikes here. That's for sure. And this is my new bike, guys. So the brand is All City. It's super light steel frame. It fits me very well. It's just, you know, the top of the frame is just slightly below, you know, like if I stand above it. So tires are great. I didn't want a super skinny tires, but so these are kind of like a hybrid bike, right? And they gave me a deal on the pedals, so I got these fancy orange pedals. And the cool thing is that it has disc brakes. I never had a bike with fancy disc brakes, you know. And interesting valves over here. Never saw valves like this, but you know, I'm not familiar with modern bikes. But yeah, super light bike, disc brakes, super comfortable handlebars, you know. And so yeah, front brake, rear brake. So it's this brake will, I mean, this bike should last for a very long time because it's just single speed, but it's not a fixed bike, because I was looking into those, but I really don't like that. You know, you have to pedal going downhill, or let's say if you want to jump over a curb, like how you do that, you still have to pedal, which is kind of crazy. It's a bit of a probably on a slow side because the front sprocket doesn't seem to be very big. So, you know, you look how many teeth are here and how many teeth are there. So this is more of a cruising bike, but you know, I'm gonna use it to go back and forth, like between my apartment and work. And there's quite a few hills in there, so actually this is good. This is good that it's not very big, but then I know I can change it. You know, all these bikes, they're all kind of like modular, so you can change the components. But this is probably the fanciest bike I ever had. But yeah, it's simple. That you see, it doesn't have any suspension. It has a cool All City logo in here. So this is made, they said, I said, where is it made? They said Taiwan. So these are 700 by 38 Terravale Washburn. And I also got, since they put me on the computer, they said I have a free one adjustment. You know, like if something needs to be done, you see, made in Taiwan. If something needs to be done, I can bring it here, and they will clean it up, adjust it. You know, if something is out of adjustment. But this should last me really forever with single speed, because this reminds me of my childhood bike. Here's the picture. Ukraina, which was single speed freewheeling bike. That's what I'm used to. You know, I don't like those gears. You know, that's too much can go wrong with them. So this is great. So this is it. So now I just have to ride to my car and see if it fits in the trunk. But lucky for me, I have my Dodge Durango with a lot of space in the back, so we should be good. And the bike fits perfectly in the Durango. Holy moly. So now I can travel, because that folding bike would not fit into my Compass unless I really disassemble it, you know. But this one, non-folding bike, all I have to do just put down the second row of seats, and look at this, beautiful. So now I can go on some trips where I can take the bike with me. Great.